a question. So I started out here with this little piece of paper, and I thought I can make this piece of paper into a cylinder, or I could make this piece of paper into a cylinder. Voila. And my question is, knowing that these two cylinders came from the same piece of paper, how do they compare in volume? So we're going to run ourselves a little experiment right here. I'm going to take the skinny one and put it inside of the big one. And I can look and investigate. But the thing that I really want to do is I want to take this guy here and fill it up with beans. Just the center part. And boy, you can see that in a couple of minutes here, I am going to have the makings of an absolute disaster. But you know what? Since we're all sheltering in place, I'll bet you that most of you have some beans hanging around. And if you don't have beans, you know what you could use? Rice, rocks, grains of sand. Don't use powdered sugar. That would be really bad. All right, so here's what we've got. I've got my inner cylinder filled up with beans, pretty much all the way to the top. And you know what? I'm going to add a few extra in here just to make sure that it's all the way at the top. Okay, so I've got this guy here full of beans. And now, if I take this and lift it out, how do you think the volume of that inner cylinder is going to compare? Okay, so I want you to stop this video right now. I want you to go and do the experiment. And then I want you to unpause it. Okay, don't you dare unpause it. Don't you dare go any forward until you have thought about this problem. Make a guess. You must make a guess. And then, and only then, after you've made a guess, made your own experiment, done it, then you can come back to the video. Don't you go on. All right, so if you're back, it is because you have A, made a guess, and B, run an experiment and maybe had an aha. But maybe you didn't have the makings of this stuff at home, and so maybe you're just dying for me to pull this out. Are you ready? Because if this has a bigger volume, I'm going to have a hot mess. And if it doesn't have a bigger volume, I'll be okay for now. But what I'm really going to do is, boy, wouldn't it be nice if I had put a piece of paper underneath it. There we go. You ready? Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going to do it. We're going to pull this guy out. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look. That's not even close to the top. Not even close. The volumes are not the same, but they both came from the same piece of paper. So how is this even possible?